Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's me, Einstein on Wall Street, here in the greatest financial institution in the world. The ceiling, the floor, quarter for 250,000 at 3 Ace, Wall Street Global Trading Academy, episode 9,875 of what the heck is going on. Today was one of those days. Closing out week 2 of February here, Friday, February 13th, back in the old days on every time we had a Friday the 13th was hat day. It wasn't allowed to wear a hat on the floor of the exchange, but on Friday the 13th, you were allowed to wear a hat. And Mr. Cashin, old UBS broker, one of the legends of all time, used to always wear a hat, and that was the only time it was allowed. Let's close out this week because it was a wild and woolly day and a wild and woolly week at best. Look at that. Plenty of green on the screen, taking back a lot of that negativity that we had from yesterday, which was a bit of a burn bath, I would say. But let's look at the day. 1.3 billion on the tape, 2-1 up volume versus down. That's good. That means that shows that people were back into the market to buy it. I think they got tired near the end of the day. We closed them out at 49.5 on the Dow, right? Trying to get our way back to that spectacular for the Dow 50,000 level. We're up 50 points on the Dow, closing at 49.5. We are down an odd lot. We sort of hovered around green, positive slightly by the end of the day, but we had a super solid rally coming out of the opening and spent the rest of the day in this beautiful, sort of a mountain climbing attempt to get to nice higher levels here. The SPY, still far from eluding that 7,000 number that we did dip into. Transports were up, VIX were a non-event, Russell back in the game, tech still under pressure. So look, if you look at that, we spent the rest of the day with some nice buying, right? That was buying with determination, buying with intent. And then I think it just felt like the buyers got tired and they decided to go away for the long weekend. We do know that, on long weekends, 3 days, market is closed. You know what? You've got so many things can happen, right? We are one tweet away from crazy town. Anything can happen on a long weekend. Markets, tend to sort of have maybe a little bit of profit taking. People saw the market. There are traders, there are investors, right? And so, sometimes when people start coming back into the market, let's think about it, because yesterday was it was a very short term, but it was a bit of a bloodbath. They were selling it. That was a broad-based sell-off across the board. We got hit really hard, and we closed at the lows down 110 handles. And I said to you yesterday, we're either going to gap down, right, which is possible, and that's what I thought we were going to do. We did not do that well. We did gap down an odd lot, and then we bounced back. Spent the rest of the day on the upswing. That meant that the buyers were coming back. There was some confidence in the market. So, all that being said, it is a weekend. It's a long weekend. I wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. Go out there and hug and kiss somebody that you love. Let's turn it down for the day. Let's detach, disengage.